Next up, we've got a tree from going a tree that goes taller to a much smaller Hinoki cypress. We've got Chamaecyparis obtusa, Kamaeni hiba. Now, I may not be pronouncing that correctly, but it's got a really, really cool name that you can try to pronounce. So if anyone's got any tips on pronouncing that one, put that in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But this plant has a very tight, compact habit. And it's a Hinoki cypress that gives you some good yellow color. Push this tree out with a little more sunlight to really peak up these yellow colors. But for an evergreen, this is a plant that'll get about 3 to 4 feet tall, 3 to 4 foot wide in 10, 15 years. So it's a really slow growing tree. I saw a really good specimen of this out at the gardens in Ohio at the Dawes Arboretum. And I mean, it was probably I'm guessing a 30-year-old specimen because it had some good size to it. But it still has this almost mutated like growth to it that gives it a unique texture for Hinoki cypress. Now, being it's such a slow grower, it's great for small places in the garden. It doesn't get very tall, so you don't have to worry about it blocking the view of other things out behind it. But this tree also gives color in a small space. This makes it great for conifer troughs. This makes it great to be in pairs with Japanese maples, where you could pair this with something like a Tamukiyama or a Bloodgood to really contrast off the red colors. Excellent way to use Kamaeni hiba. I mean, this plant gives you just that electric, bright yellow color. So being a Hinoki cypress, this is good zones 4 through 8. That means you can go down a zone colder than your Japanese maples with this, all the way to zone 8. And in zone 8, you may need to give it some protection from the hot afternoon sun if you're in one of those hotter zone 8s.